and welcome to Mock the Week. I'm Dara O'Brien, and joined this week are Janine Harouni, Rhys James and Ed Byrne, Ellie Taylor, Hugh Dennis and Alistair Beckett-King. We start the show tonight with a round called Picture of the Week. I show the panel a topical image and ask to tell me what is happening. So, teams, what's going on here?
Starmer has the look of a man who knows his Uber rating's about to get
I think Starmer looks like Trump's dentist who just realized he left the whitening strip on for too long.
He's here saying, don't look now, but there's someone weeing against the door.
I tell you, that is the least viewed episode of Fake Taxi, isn't it?
Starmer's got the look of... He's just noticed that the taxi driver's Mexican and he's worried that his embarrassing mate is going to say something dodgy.
Is it Donald Trump saying he was thrilled to finally meet Mr. Bean?
It's very rare that a passenger looks like they're made from higher quality leather than the seats they're on.
Is Donald saying, don't worry, Keir, we're just going for a little drive.
This looks like when you're arguing with your partner at a wedding and then suddenly the photographer turns up. You're like...
Having a lovely day.
I mean, the difference in expression, it looks like one of them is a lot more sure about the bulletproof nature of the glass.
No, these are the exact expressions you'd expect both of them to make if the taxi driver started being racist.
OK, I know this isn't really the point of this round, and I know I've never done the show before, but have ties always been this long? Am I crazy? I like it. All right, gentlemen, compensating for something, OK?
When you get into a car, it's etiquette to tuck your tie into your gooch.
Is it the back of the Bonnie Blue Bang bus? Is it, Dara?
No.
It's
no,
not?
No.
Good, because I wouldn't know what that looks like.
It's a bang bus.
Yeah, you've got a rival bus, I'm afraid.
Mine's a Dara Ring Cuddle bus. It's a different... No, it's not. That sounds even creepier than
Yeah,
the
that does. See what happens in my bus, and let's hope it's Mecca.
So, what is the correct answer?
Is it President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Keir Starmer in a car?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you could have made it more about the news this week, but no, that'll do fine. Thank you very much, Ed Byrne. You're very kind. Well, very good. Well done. Well, I think that's what it is. Yes, of course. This is UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and US President Donald Trump pictured in happier times. This is also the news that following a disagreement about the US using British air bases, Starmer called Trump in an attempt to repair the so-called special relationship.
I feel like all of Starmer's advisors are just like, I feel like you should stay away from Donald Trump. He is not a good guy. And Starmer's like, but he looks so cute in hats.
That's weird, because that maybe you coming from woman. As a man, I think it's more like, you know, that girl who you're friends with who says, oh, you're my best friend, hold my coat while I shag that guy. You're like, okay, she'll spot me eventually. We have a special relationship.
Is that what she's doing? So I've been holding these coats for no reason.
How many coats do you have now? So yes, what is happening between the UK and the US?
It's crazy, really, that this is the reason the special relationship's falling apart. Because, like, one of the main things he's annoyed about, like you say, is that we won't let him use our military base. And it's like, yeah, he's Donald Trump. I wouldn't let him use my charger. He's a nutter. Also, he's at war. You can't be at war and then ask to use our military base. It's like saying, I currently have diarrhea. Can I borrow your trousers?
I'm glad that Starmer stood up for himself because, like, he told Trump he wasn't allowed to use the air bases for the war unless there was a legal mandate. And, I mean, he spoke to him on the phone for 20 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but a guy talking to another guy for 20 minutes on the phone sounds like a mandate. Good night, everybody.
Tony Blair has intervened and said that Starmer should have, acquiesced sooner. And I don't know about you, but is there a phrase that's more alarming than Tony Blair has intervened? A shiver goes through my body every time I hear it. So, I think think Tony Blair is intervening somehow.
Why is Tony Blair so obsessed with it? Right, Tony Blair, he dealt with the IRA, he did Iraq, and now he's doing Iran. Why is he so obsessed with the letters IRA? What is Has he got an ex called Ira who cheated on him? Guy's a freak.
What did Trump say about Starmer?
He called him a loser.
He did.
Yeah. That's it.
This made me feel jingoistic, right? Because, you know, I didn't realise... I don't have national pride, but I realised I do have national shame. Because Trump has come out and said that Starmer's a loser, and I've immediately thought, well, no, you can't say that. We can say that, because he's our loser. But you could, like, as soon as he said it, I was like, he's not a loser. He's got a very difficult job, OK? He comes from humble beginnings. His father was a tool maker, I'll let you know. He's trying his very best,
Yes.
OK? If a British person said, what do you think of Starmer? I'd go, that loser. His dad's a dickhead.
But I'm glad that he stood up to Trump and said that he's not allowed to use the bases because I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but I am sick of obnoxious Americans coming over here, imposing themselves on British institutions for their own personal and financial gain. Thank you very much.
You did say you could only use that chair for defensive purposes.
Starmer's just sort of run out of things to offer Trump, hasn't he? He doesn't want to give the bases. Oh, the King's coming to see you. Come for another state visit. He's like, oh, now, would you like to say that Shakespeare's American, please? Would you like custody of Lorraine Kelly? Have her.
What, therefore, is happening to energy prices at the moment?
Are they sort of going down a bit? Are they slipping?
It's a good 50-50 shot. I mean, there are times when they are, because it's quite a volatile situation at the moment. And at the time of the recording, it's up and then it's down, and it's up and then it's down. Who knows? Because oil is very slidey as well.
Is that a sciencey term?
That's a sciencey term, actually, yeah.
And they're also sending teams in to get all their enriched uranium, aren't they? Would you sign up for that? We'll go get
personally,
3.5 tons of enriched uranium. That's not going to affect your life expectancy at all, I wouldn't.
I don't expect to be approached for that job. I mean, they'll go to Ramesh first. And then Ed Gamble next. But
Also, you know, you don't have any hair to lose.
you're right. I can go in.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. It would be such a terrible loss to me. You could just wire in there.
On that, Dara, you could stop off in Turkey on the way, sort it all out. Yes. Come back for series 2. Oh,
Do you think I should go on a secret mission to get all the uranium out and yet come back with more hair?
So a barrel of oil is, like, last time I checked, $100 or 75 pounds, which actually seems stunningly low, bearing in mind that the oil is at the bottom of the ocean and they have to get it out. Like a birthday clown costs £225 on average. I mean, kids need to get their priorities straight.
You're right. You're right.
Do you want an unemployed actor in a wig, or do you want 3 barrels of crude oil, kid?
How long can a birthday clown burn for?
That was 1 hour, Ed. $225 for 1 hour. I checked.
In other news, what's going on here?
Is this what happens when you go to see Back to the Future, the musical, but the understudy's on?
Where we're going, we don't need votes.
She looks like she's really regretting putting her coffee in the driver door.
It's giving real mum sort of picking you up from a party energy. Like, I won't embarrass you. I'll just open the door sideways.
She won't be smiling when she realises that car's not ULEZ compliant.
I would have said with the price of oil the way it is, a plutonium-powered car makes sense.
She's saying, can you help, please? There's a man having a wee against the side of the car.
All I can see is a photo of someone doing a great job in difficult circumstances, talking to Kemi Badenoch.
Why is it left-hand drive? Is it just to wind her up, to put her on the left?
I think it is in the film. It's left-hand drive.
It's a DeLorean, so it might be.
Yeah, it wasn't that they were just built for Northern Irish market like
Is the DeLorean a real car?
It's a real car.
I didn't think it was actually...
I thought it was
just
I
made
thought
it
it
for
was
the
just
film.
the name of the thing in the film.
No, it's a guy called John DeLorean put a car factory in Northern Ireland and set up this thing, and he did a car with gull-wing doors, and not a very successful one.
Notoriously dodgy car.
Yeah, and then even Back to the Future couldn't save the actual factory that made the car from Back to the Future.
Well, do you know, I wasn't sure that this show needed to come back, and now I've learnt that fact. It's all worth it.
It is, of course, Kemi Badenoch. The news that leader of the Conservative Party, Kemi Badenoch, is reported to be pondering a shadow cabinet reshuffle in order to promote younger MPs and get rid of so-called dead wood.
Why would you reshuffle the shadow cabinet? It's a pretend job. There's no point doing a reshuffle. It's no different to a football manager watching his team lose and making two of the subs swap seats.
They got 1.9% of the vote in the last by-election.
Yes.
I'm not sure a reshuffle's going to do it.
Haven't they already done a reshuffle to reform?
It's not really surprising that you can't trust people in a thing called the shadow cabinet. It's like the most sinister piece of furniture you could imagine. At least I've got my friends in the haunted wardrobe.
Lord Mandelson was once in the shadow cabinet.
But she wants younger voters, right?
She does.
It's a bit late, isn't it, for the Tories to suddenly target the youth? They've done nothing but nosh off pensioners for the last 50 years. And they
What does that mean?
Excuse me, excuse me, Kieran. You can look up her address afterwards.
I want to know what's so bad about noshing off pensioners. It's a good, honest job.
And how are they going to get... Is she just going to be in PMQs trying to speak like a young person now? Just being like, oh, small boats are such an ick.
Look, she said a really weird thing. She compared the Labour Party to orcs and goons.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because orcs are goons. Like, they're the lowest rank in Saruman's army. She should have said Uruk-hai and goons.
Wow.
Come on!
She's not going to recover from that.
It's so embarrassing.
I know. Oh, mortified for you, Kemi.
She's not got a chance, has she? Because the problem is, like, all the age groups are now gone for political parties. You know, all the old people have now gone to Reform, you know, in terms of where they're voting. Middle-aged people do Labour, young people do Green. What the Tories need to do, and what she needs to do, is start thinking about elections sort of 20 years in the future, right? And they need to just target toddlers. She needs to just get her name out there with toddlers. Every PMQ, she's just look down the barrel of the camera and go, bad, knock, do. That's how she's going to win.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, if it entertained my son for 20 minutes, I'd put it on.
At the end of that round, the points go to Ed, Reese and Janine. Join us after the break for more Mock the Week. Now we play a round called You Think That's Bad. In a world where everything seems to be going wrong, this is a chance for our performers to compete, to outdo each other with tales of woe from their lives, and I decide whose is the worst. Anyone care to start us off?
I will. I am currently having my self-esteem demolished every night by the volume and enthusiasm with which the foxes outside my window orgasm. It is, I cannot compete with this volume. I have to lie next to my girlfriend every night as she goes, oh, another hot night in the Vulpine community, is it? So I looked up what you can do to deter foxes, right? Apparently, to get rid of foxes from your garden, you're supposed to use male human urine. That's what it says. I read that. My first thought was, oh, I'll have to get a man round. That's how in my head they are.
You think that's bad? I went into a cool cafe and they were playing cool music and I didn't recognise it. It was like, It was like percussive and arrhythmical, and I was grooving along to the bar. What is this? And I got to the bar, and it was tennis. I thought, this is my new jam. I'm going to be listening to this. What is this?
I think that's bad. A few months ago, me and my wife found what is clearly a lady's watch in our house, and neither of us has any idea who owns it. And we have phoned people, we've asked everybody, the babysitter's daughter, cannot figure out who owns this watch. And my wife is not even vaguely suspicious.
I love the idea that she could find some, like, ladies' underwear, and her first thought would be, have you started wearing ladies' underwear?
Oh, no, the ghost is back that keeps shedding stuff. The Victorian lady ghost who keeps leaving underwear and used condoms around the house. Oh, we have to get a priest in to bless the house and get rid of the weird lady ghost.
You think that's bad? I had to change my name for equity, and my real surname is Joss.
What is it?
Yeah, you have to spell it. See, this now, huge jars.
You think that's bad? I just bought an island for what I thought was an absolutely bargain price till I found out I used to own it. So.
If you think that's bad, I once got cast to play a sex worker in a movie, and I got paid less than an actual sex worker. I did it.
I think that's bad. I grew up in the northeast of England, and I once heard someone call into a talk radio show and start their comment with, "I am racist, but..."
If you think that's bad, I had a C-section at a teaching hospital, and if you don't know, when you have a C-section, you're awake, so I heard everything, and at one point, I heard the senior doctor say to the junior doctor, now what I would have done differently there.
You think that's bad? When I had my baby afterwards, I heard the doctor say, "Where does that bit go?"
They're just fucking with you.
Actually, and when I had another baby, I heard them say, I had a cesarean afterwards, they were sewing me up and they went, "Time to clean the gutters now." Fucking gutters! At least they're clean, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's bad.
Tell us, Ed! Tell us.
It's like, raise the bar from that.
Now, we've actually got a French exchange student in our house at the moment, and I've not met him because I never got around to getting a criminal background check, right? And which is fine, except that my wife said to me in front of a neighbour, without context, "Don't forget the French exchange student is arriving tomorrow. You're not allowed to be alone with him."
Sorry. So your wife doesn't suspect you're having an affair with an adult woman?
No.
She is worried about a French teenager.
At the end of that round, the points go to Ellie, Hugh and Alistair. The next round is called Passing Through the Strait of Hormuzment. This game involves Alistair and Janine, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. Let's have our first topic, please. The subject is names. Who wants to come in on that? Janine.
So my husband and I, we had our first baby recently, and it took us a while to name him because we didn't want him to get bullied. Because growing up, my name is innocuous enough, but people made up all sorts of mean nicknames. Kids called me Haroni Macaroni, Haroni Baloney, bitch. When I was in high school, I knew a guy whose name was Michael Litteris. That means his name was Mike Litteris, and you couldn't even joke with him about it. Mike Litteris is very sensitive. No, you do not want to rub Mike Litteris the wrong way, and it's not even like he could ask people to call him Michael, because then it just sounds sassy. They'd be like, Michael Litteris, so... A lot of people asked us if we would give my son an Irish name because my husband is Irish, and I love Irish names. My first flatmate was an Irish girl. Her name was Caoimhe. And if you don't know the name Caoimhe, that's spelled C-A-O-I-M-H-E. When she told me that, I was like, that's not a name. That's a Wi-Fi password. Very secure. I don't understand these women who let their husbands name the baby after themselves, because women do 100% of the work in pregnancy. Like, honestly, being pregnant with my husband's baby, it felt like we'd been paired up to do a school science project where I had to do all of the work for 9 months, but he got the exact same grade because he brought the pen. And then after 9 months of pregnancy, you still have to push a baby out your fun hole. And I was terrified of doing it. I called my mom and I asked her, what's it like? And she said, I mean, it was fine. I gave birth to 3 babies, no pain medication. It was fine. I mean, I tore and I couldn't feel my clitoris for 2 years, but it was fine. I said, what? Maybe that's what happened to Mrs. Litteris. Maybe she wasn't naming her son. Maybe she was calling out for medical attention like, my clitoris! The doctor was like, Mike's a lovely name, excellent choice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jenny. OK, that leaves us with Alistair. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. The topic is smoking.
When I was a kid, the secret of being cool was having candy cigarettes, which were made of candy, shaped like cigarettes. Super cool in the 90s, because you could be there on the playground, nibbling away, nibbling. Like a little James Dean, nibble. So you had just a little bit of candy cigarette left, and then you could be like, right, off to maths. Instantly cool, you know, nibble, strut around the playground, stub out on a wall, have a go on the swings. Cool. I know I look like someone who's been blessed with many of nature's gifts. What I mean by that is people often try to buy drugs from me. That's not my thing. I've never been into drugs, but people don't believe that because of the way I look. A guy came up to me, he said, oh, you must know where we can get some stuff. And I said, no, honestly, I don't. He said, oh, come on. Not even, That's what he did. Now, the thing is, genuinely, I don't know where you buy cannabis, I don't know where you buy marijuana, but I do know where you can get swanny whistles. So that man is now on his way to Mr. McGillicuddy's whistle factory. It's a fine emporium, and I'm full of drugs, actually. Now, it's a real problem. I used to work there, and I tried to do something about it, but I don't know if you know, it's very difficult to report wrongdoing if you work in a whistle factory.
Thank you very much. At the end of that round, the points go to Ginny. Everyone come back here. Thank you very much. Join us after the break for more Mock the Week. The next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Janine, which category would you like?
Science, please.
OK, your topic is science. The answer is 685,000 miles. What is the question?
Is it how far do I have to travel to escape my mother's criticism?
Is it if you printed out all the emails in the Epstein files and laid them out flat, how far must you remain from schools at all times?
How much railway have the French built since we started HS2?
Is it, girls, if we're honest, how big is too big?
What is the range of the all-new, all-electric Land Rover Exaggerator?
What is the annual income and first name of a guy who thinks he's pretty bloody working class, actually?
What does my step count appear to be if I change my watch to my left hand?
On a similar note, what is inside Miles Jupp's testicles?
That's not a similar note.
Is it what distance are people talking about when they say, that's not a million miles away?
Is it after telling me he's 0.5 miles away 2 minutes ago, how far away is my Uber driver now?
Is it how far away would David Walliams now have to swim to get my donation?
How close is Brooklyn Beckham to his family?
What is the area? Surface area. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, go on.
Of
I mean,
your fucking noggin.
See?
miles is a measure of length, not of area. Okay.
Square miles.
Yeah, does it say square miles? Does it say square miles there? Does it? Yeah. Great.
No,
Does it
no,
say
the miles
square
are not square. Do you know it is, though?
You don't hear fucking next to the word noggin very often, do you?
No.
I think I do know the right answer to this.
Oh,
by
do you know
the
the
way.
right answer? Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
lovely. What? Yeah.
Is it?
Why do I feel this is not...
No, this is serious. Is it? There's a thing called Artemis. There's a rocket called Artemis, isn't there?
There is,
There you go. It's going around the moon. So I'm kind of thinking, how far will it travel?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Hugh.
Oh,
You're very
that's
good. Yes, the question I was looking for was, how far will the Artemis 2 mission travel when it heads to the moon? This is news that NASA's latest attempt to reach the moon has suffered several setbacks and will now not launch until the 1st of April at the earliest. The mission will see a crewed spacecraft travel around the moon for the first time since Apollo 17 over 50 years ago.
Is that an easy rocket?
Why are we going back to the moon? It's not changed. It's not like Hackney. You know, not going, oh, the moon used to be dangerous, now it's got gales.
The moon has been gentrified. It's really come up.
Has it?
It's amazing, yeah.
Finally.
This is the
No,
first
they're
one.
not. They're not going to the moon, are they? You know how close they get to the moon? They're flying by it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are
So
flying.
the closest they get to the moon's surface is 5,500 miles.
Yes.
That's like standing in Cornwall and going, yeah, I've been to Milwaukee. They're not there. They're not going to the moon.
We've basically gone to the moon then.
No, what?
5,000 miles, come on. That might as well be here.
Yeah, exactly.
It might. I struggle to maintain the whimsical stance I'm supposed to do in a comedy show when you idiots keep coming at me with these things.
You're going to make him blow the top off his 685,000 square mile head.
Why are they going, Dartmouth? Why are they going?
They're
to
going
the
because
moon?
ultimately the idea is to go back and actually land on it and then either use it as a base from which to do other trips or to, gather minerals from the moon.
But we have landed on it. Why are they going to see whether we can land on it? We have
We've done
landed
that.
on
We did land on it.
So why are we going back?
it. Have we forgotten how?
Seemingly-
So they need to check out the parking.
I think this is the real danger because we haven't been there since like the 70s, is
Yeah.
that right? So there's a very real possibility that when we get there, the moon will be casually racist.
So they're going to come back and they go, how is the moon? And it goes, ooh, inappropriate. Because also, this is a much more gender diverse and ethnically diverse crew that they're going up as well, whatever. So it's really asking for trouble.
How many women are going?
There's one woman of the four.
Oh, so it's like a panel show.
Yeah.
But they've delayed the launch, right? Because they can't. Because they're waiting for the price of fuel to come down.
They do a thing called a wet dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Which,
We've all done that.
They have, and they failed with these things, so far. So they keep putting it off.
Would you like to have been an astronaut?
I'd love to have been an astronaut. Yeah.
Aren't you too tall? How tall are you?
I'm way too tall. All astronauts are really, really tiny.
Yeah.
I think you
Other
could be
than that, you
6'3".
would have been.
I mean,
you would
that
have
was
sailed
it.
through the medical.
Yeah. Interestingly, there are 4 astronauts on this trip, whatever. But why do those astronauts have a special significance for Ed?
Did one of them find a woman's watch?
The answer is they're all younger than Ed, but they've done so much more with their lives.
So sorry.
I know that
I'm
feeling.
younger than you, so that also means.
You can totally get a turn at me, but I don't know who said it.
Dara, would you go if you like? With
Yeah, of course I'd go.
Would you do? Really?
Should go.
How soon? How soon?
Oh,
How
whoa,
soon?
I misread the tone. I misread the tone.
Would you?
Would you? As in,
If we all
would you
come
go?
in, guys.
Rather than, would you go? Would you go?
Why do you want to go? It sounds crap.
Why does this sound perhaps as amazing?
It's just because you're locked in a tube with your colleagues for ages. If one of you farts, you can't even open the window or you die. It's basically a 2-month holiday on the Central Line.
If you fart on a spacewalk, that fart is going to be waiting for you at the end, isn't it?
Hang on.
When you take your helmet
thing
off,
off.
ever. It's not, because the fart can't go anywhere, can it?
But surely it's just in your whole...
The whole thing. It's still...
Oh, when you take your helmet off, does it go?
Yes, because in space, no one can hear you fart. At the end of that round, the points go to Ellie, Hugh and Alistair. The next round is called Audience Question Time. We throw ourselves open to the studio audience and invite them to ask us questions on any topic. OK, first up, is there an Anita here, by any chance? Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Anita, tell us, what question do you have for us?
What news headlines might you see next year?
Oh, next year.
Elon Musk grows Hitler moustache, claims lip was cold.
Helicopter crash involving my entire family came as complete shock, says King Andrew. Just a guess.
Donald Trump invades Poundland.
Fight with Jake Paul was always a risk, say grieving Attenborough family.
Yeah.
Irish comedian jailed. I told you not to leave him alone with that French exchange student.
Thank you very much, Anita. Thank you. A round of applause for Anita, please. Thank you very much. Where is Jack? Where's Jack? Hi, Jack. How are you? How's yourself? Where are you from, Jack?
Kerry in Ireland.
Thank you for explaining to me where Kerry is. I know you weren't.
Terrifying for the rest of them.
They was explaining to everyone else, but obviously I'm going to go, oh, jeez, I haven't forgotten, you know?
The good people in TLC.
Jack getting a sly dig in there. Kerry in Ireland, do you remember it?
Jack, thank you very much. What's your question, by the way?
I want to know, what is your best hack for living healthy?
All right, you're coming to me for that?
Yeah.
It feels like everything Jack says is a veiled attack.
I go, hands so weak, you struggle to open packets of crisps. Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I'll just have some lettuce. I find opening packets harder and harder. I don't know if I'm getting old or packets are getting stronger.
They've run out of the adhesive they used to use. Make it stronger now.
I know, has everybody... Is it just me? Does nobody else find themselves tearing stuff up with their chest?
It did not look like that. No, it looked like you needed somebody to help you, and you're willing to do anything to get them to do it for you.
Please open these crisps for me. Because my hand is weak, my tongue is strong.
Is this what you wanted, Jack?
Oh, please, strong French teenager, please.
On Sunday when we're going to watch this, we won't now.
You really awkward. Your first time in the room with Jean-Claude. We're going to watch this, Jean-Claude. This is what I do professionally. Sorry, does anyone have any other answers?
I think it's important if you're on a diet that you give yourself a cheat day. So on Thursday, you can have loads of broccoli, and on Friday, you sleep with your husband's brother. Just a pep in his step. You know?
And for me, it's just been one very, very simple rule, which is don't eat cigarettes.
Jack, thank you for doing that. Say my best to Kerry, which, as we know, is in Ireland. Good to have a good Jack round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all of our audience. Join us again after the break. The next round is called Between the Lines. If you just Hugh and Reese, would you make your way to the press pit, please? Reese will deliver a speech in the guise of a leading figure on the world stage, while Hugh will translate what they really mean. This week, Reese is Nigel Farage.
I shall deport you first. Good evening. Great to finally get the chance to speak to you.
Who am I kidding? I'm on TV more than Ramesh.
People say I'm out of touch with my working class base.
Poppycock, you peasants.
Some people seem to think I'm just a blustering, overprivileged, ignorant twat. Yes, I went to private school. Yes, I used to be a stockbroker. Yes, I've said some pretty terrible things.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the wonderful old traditions of the English countryside.
Killing foxes, shooting hikers, and incest. I'm playing a role.
I'm the politician people most want to have a pint with.
Mainly so they can pour it over my head.
I am tackling the issues that really matter to ordinary people.
Oat milk is not real milk.
People say Brexit was the worst thing to ever happen to this country.
Wait until I become Prime Minister.
Nadeem Zahawi, Robert Jenrick and Suella Braverman were the first of an exciting new wave of reform members.
Please welcome Greg Wallace, Prince Andrew, and Hugh Edwards.
After the local elections, we won't accept any more Tory defections.
Not even I want Priti Patel.
Well done, Rhys and Hugh. Thank you very much. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see, so if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, please. I'll read out this week's topics and we'll see what our panellists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear at an awards show.
And the winner of least likely to be even capable of having an affair, Ed Byrne.
Thank you so much for this Imposter Syndrome Award. I just really don't think I deserve it.
And to accept the award on behalf of Jim Carrey is a slightly odder-looking Jim Carrey.
And as the Labour Party awards draw to a close, let's remember some of the voters we lost. Very satirical. Come on, satirical.
And I'd like to thank my wife, without whom none of this would be possible. Probably a bit more enjoyable.
The winner of our first award needs no introduction.
Wow, to win most emotionally repressed. I can't tell you what this means to me.
And the winner of Auto Cue Operator of the Year goes to fuck you, it's not me again, fuck you.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh my God, this is really heavy, isn't it? Oh, you can really shove this up your ass.
Let's hear it for Ghosts. Sorry, and now, the In Memoriam.
And now it's time to remember those who haven't died this year, but we wish they had.
Welcome to the Porn Awards. Thank you all for coming.
I am thrilled to accept this award on behalf of men who don't really know how to hold babies.
And finally, I'd like to thank the Student Loans Company, to whom I owe everything.
So many people to thank. Roman Polanski, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein. Love you, big guy, miss you.
And now, at the Where's Wally Awards, we'd like to take a moment to look back at some of the people we've found this year.
And the winner for worst paper cut goes, Jesus fucking Christ!
It's almost time for the British Railway Awards. We're just being held at a red signal. Should be on the move shortly.
And the nominees for the FIFA Peace Prize are... Donald Trump, Genghis Khan, and Thanos from the Avengers.
And the award for tiny little man standing very still is... Wah!
And I'd just like to say to all my fellow nominees, you can suck the farts from my arse.
Sadly, Bonnie Blue couldn't be here this evening, so she sent us this video. Oh, dear God, dear God.
And the winner of the Fortune Teller of the Year award is on her way to the stage right now. God, she's good.
Before we get on to the National High Street Bank Awards, can I just say to everybody out there that you can collect your awards online.
The next topic is lines that kill a romantic mood.
Why don't we move this into the board game room?
My penis is like Mock the Week. No one looked at it for 4 years, so it had to be made twice as long.
I've got a little electrical gadget you may want to use later. It's a defibrillator.
Is that not what you meant when you said drop a log on the fire?
I wondered if you fancied a Huel.
God, sometimes you are just like your father, and that really turns me on.
Okay, so somewhere in here, I have secreted a pork chipolata, and I'll let you know when you're getting what... This isn't what you meant when you said play hide the sausage.
The labia's connected to the clitoris. Sorry, it's just a song I do to help get my bearings. The clitoris.
A lot of women are intimidated by magicians.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Sorry, 1 second. Idea for TV show. Britain's Weirdest Fannies. Very sorry.
They didn't have any handcuffs, so I brought a bike lock.
We have to be together. We have so much in common. We even have the same mom.
Oh, Dobby's a naughty little house elf. Oh, Dobby needs to be punished. Dobby, sorry, doggy style. Never heard of it.
We're wearing the same pants.
You look different from the picture in your obituary.
Could I have your watch? I'm trying to make my wife jealous.
So what position are we trying? 6, 7? Oh, God, you're way too young for me.
I can give you 8 inches, so long as you're happy to accept it in 4 easy-to-manage instalments.
I thought you might like some music. This is the theme to Bagpuss.
You know, you're a really good kisser, and I could tell. I've kissed over 80,000 men.
I'm afraid I've run out of chocolate body paint, but I've got some Mattison's fish paste.
Good question. I favour being tickled gently on the anus with a feather. Oh, a starter from the menu.
Oh, bonjour. I can't get my packet of crisps open.
That's the end of that round. The points go to Ed, Reese and Janine. That's the end of the show. This week's winners are Alistair Beckett-King, Hugh Dennis and Eddie Taylor. Commiserations to Janine Harouni, Reese James and Ed Byrne. Thank you for watching. I'm Dara Breen. Good night.